Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois. So thank you guys for making time for my channel, for being here. I really appreciate. I don't take it for granted. And remember to always subscribe and support my channel. So let's get into today's video. So it is 11 p.m. We have not slept. This baby here does not want to sleep, and of course you cannot sleep when the little one is still awake. So I have to wait for her to sleep so that I can also sleep. And imagine, this is the same situation that we have been experiencing for the past 3 months. This girl here does not want to sleep. It's just crying and crying. And yeah, that is the life that we have been living. So for most of the times, we have been spending sleepless nights. Actually, for me, let's say for us, because for us as a family, sleep for us has been a thing of the past. But the best thing of it is that we are good, we are healthy. We thank God for that. Apart from this baby crying, each and everything is well. So, as I said, we are here. We are waiting for her to sleep so that we can be able to sleep also. And the reason why we have been experiencing some sleep problem is simply because she has been experiencing this thing called colic. It has been hitting her very hard. So imagine when that thing called colic, I think it attacks most of the newborns, especially during the first, let's say 3 months or even 4. It depends on the kind of the baby. Some of the babies experience it like it's worse. Even others, it's not that worse. But for me, this baby here, it has been very hard to sleep. Actually, for today, she has only slept for 1 hour and 45 minutes for the whole of the day. Can you imagine that? And you have a lot of stuff, a few stuffs to do in the house, especially if you have to cook, because of course you can't be hungry for the whole day. You have to cook, you have to do the dishes, and a lot of stuff that, the house chores that really wait for us as mothers. You have to do them. And if you are such in a situation like this, the baby is not sleeping, then you're just there, and sometimes it becomes difficult for me to do most of the stuff. But I thank God, and also I thank my husband. He has been supportive. Sometimes he stays around. He holds the baby for me to make sure that I do the dishes. I cook before he leaves the house. So that has been really of great help. I really appreciate him for that. And we have to cope up with the situation, because for now she's 4 months. I think by the time she's 6 months, when she starts eating, this thing will disappear, because I think it is related to some digestive system problems. Because when she starts eating, her body will be able, or her stomach will be able to have something like solid food. That thing, when it hits her, it might find something, of course, inside the stomach. I don't know whether I'm explaining this thing rightly, but it's normally referred to as colic. And so I'm just hoping by the time she reaches 6 months, this thing will stop. But I think I can say I'm seeing some improvements, because as I said, for the past 3 months, it has been very, very difficult. When she falls asleep and you take her to sleep, the moment you lay her and leave the bed, she's like crying and crying, yelling some lot of hard noise, crying. Like she cried so hardly, like you can almost say it is a big child, but she's only 4 by now. But those 3 months has been very difficult. But we just thank God, because that thing will disappear, and there's nothing we can do about it. We have tried almost everything. There's no medicine actually that I have not given her. I have tried all the medications, all the over-the-counter medicines, and also some home remedies, because when babies experience this thing, you are in a vulnerable position, and you have to try each and everything that you can to see if it gives us some relief, so that at least the only thing that you want to do is to make sure that the baby sleeps, so that you can also have some other time for yourself to rest, and also do the other stuffs that are in the house. So you have to do each and everything to make sure that the baby is well. And as I said, I tried almost all the medicines, over-the-counter medicine. I tried all of them, and also some home remedies, but they seemed not to work for her. So we are just continuing and hoping that it disappear, or it will end when the baby starts feeding. So as you can see, the baby is smiling, but when it comes to crying, she will cry very hard until you are left in a position whereby you don't know what to do. Like, she's crying, you try to rock her, she does not come. You try to give her a breast, she does not want to breastfeed. She's just crying until you are in a position that you also want to cry. But sometimes I just think, like, when I start crying, then it will not help the both of us. So just try anything that you do, especially when you have given her the medicine, and it seems not to work for her, because I tried every medication, anything that I could, especially the medicine. I bought every medicine that was recommended to me. That is after I took her to a doctor, because then I could not withstand the kind of crying, So I remember there's a time she cried, and now I decided it's time to go and see the doctor. So I went to the doctor. I explained to her the situation, and she was like, is the baby experiencing this thing called colic? Because they know newborns can't cry for any other reason apart from colic, especially when they are fed, when their diaper is in a good condition. So she was like, is she experiencing this kind of thing? Is she, this colic thing is as I said, we went to see the doctor to examine if it's any other problem. But for this colic thing, it is characterized by the baby. When she cries, when that thing hits her stomach, she cries, and then she tries to pull out her legs very hard, like she's riding a bike, if you know. And that is the kind of question that she asked me, if the baby is doing so, and then I said yes. And then another thing, she also felt her stomach, because when she's crying, and when that thing hits her stomach, when you feel the stomach, it's very hard, and until that stomach when that stomach returns to become soft, now that thing has ended, and that is the only way you can tell that the baby is experiencing colic. So I went for further examination, and she recommended me to buy another medicine, of course the one that I had not tried, because I told her the kind of medicine that I had tried before to give her, but the baby those medicines seemed not to work for her. So I decided to buy that one, and unfortunately it also didn't work. So from that time I just stopped buying any medication, because it seems to be of no help to me, because I give her the medicine, and then she continues crying, she does not sleep. Then I just decided not to buy any other medicine, because by that time I think we are just wasting resources, and we were not getting any results. So that's why I stopped giving her any medication. And for now, she's 4 months. I think the situation is improving, because sometimes she can sleep for 30 minutes or for 1 hour. Actually, yesterday she went for 2 hours and 30 minutes. until I woke up to see if the baby is still breathing, because I had not seen her sleep for such a long time. She had only slept for such kind of hours for the first 5 days when she was born, and then after that, no sleep, just nothing. When you lay her to sleep, immediately she wakes up, and what follows is crying, a hard cry from her. So I think this is what I wanted to share with you guys. And also, I remember there's also another time after we went for my mom's burial. So I lost my mom. It is 2 months ago since I lost her. And after the first 2 days, now the baby cried. She cried, literally crying very hard, until everybody, those people who had come to mourn with us, they were very surprised. Like they were saying, and they had the baby crying, and she was crying very hard, uncontrollably. You could do anything to her. She does not want to breastfeed. She does not want to calm down. When you try to rock her, around the house, around the compound, she seemed not to respond, until every person in our home woke up that night to see, to examine, or to know why the baby is crying. And and they were like, because she was still 2 months, they were like, is the baby experiencing colic? So I told them that this is what we have been going through for those past 2 months, because when we went home for my mom's burial, she was 2. And so they also tried some other home remedies, which these old mothers, they know these things. They have lived for long. They know what they used to do with their babies when they experienced this thing. So they tried for her, but unfortunately nothing seemed to work for her. She cried, and then she cried. Everyone would carry her, on the back, walk her through the compound, even to the gate, but nothing seemed to work, until the baby just calmed herself. Nothing that we did. Actually, the only thing that was left was to pray, because we believe God. There's nothing that is impossible with God, and with the prayer you can change every situation. So the baby just calmed, after very long hours of crying. And that is it, because everything that we tried, it didn't work for her. So for those people who might be asking the kind of medicine that are tried, maybe you are in the same situation like this. You have a newborn, and your newborn is experiencing colic. So the first medicine that I tried is grape water. I also tried Bonsan. From there, I bought another one called Neopeptide, and then from there, I also tried the last one, Infacol, and all those medicine for me, it didn't work, but babies are different. This medicine can work for your child, and the other, the same medicine cannot also work for your child. So babies are different, because for my first child, this one here, actually it didn't give me any hard time. He could even sleep for 4 hours until I do all my things in the house. I finish, and then I go wake him up to feed, because the doctors recommend that do not allow your child to sleep for more than 3 hours. When it does, you have to, because the baby needs to feed, let's say, after 2 to 3 hours. So you have to wake the baby up for him to feed, play a little bit, and then go to sleep. So my first one, I didn't have any challenges. I could sleep, I do all my things until I finish, and you want to wake him up. But for this girl, for us, asleep has been a thing of the past. I actually remember most of the times I could just hold the baby. I could just hold the baby like this, breastfeed, and then he sleep like that on the bed. And then we continued, and we are here now. The thing is almost coming to an end. and we thank God for that. So yeah. So the baby girl is here. She's growing. We thank God for that. Yeah, I'm training her on how to sit. She can sit, but not upright. She still needs some support because her back is not balanced. So she's trying to sit, and I think this is the best time for me to train her on how to sit. Because yeah. So I think there's no problem. Sit well, sit well. Another thing, she's sucking her fingers very much, and also she's drooling. She's producing a lot of saliva. I think she's experiencing this thing of teething. The plastic teeth that, as they are referred, that come first before actually the teeth comes out. Now I think she's teething. That's why she's drooling a lot, producing a lot of saliva and also sucking her fingers. And sometimes, like, she tries to soothe herself, so that the gums are itchy when the child is teething. The gums are very itchy, and sometimes they need that, like, they need something to help themselves, to soothe themselves. To relieve the kind of pain that is the gums. I think that's why she's doing this. So this is not a surprise. And I think there are some toys, things that you can buy for your baby to give them, like they are referred to as teethers. I think when you go to these baby shops, you can be able to find them. You can also give them to your baby to suck, so that they can also relieve themselves. You can also use some wet clothes, that are a clean cloth, like a liner, especially a liner, clean one. You put it in a fridge. Make sure it is very cold, and then you give the child to chew, so that she can also help herself. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you today. That has been the kind of life that I've been experiencing so far. But thank God, we are okay. We are healthy. And we are healthy. And to be healthy, I think it is the greatest miracle that God can give to us. So we are very happy. We are very grateful to God and for seeing us into this far. All throughout the pregnancy, the delivery, we have healed. I'm okay. Nothing. So everything is in a good condition. That's all I can say. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one as I wait for this baby girl to sleep, so that I can be able to sleep. As you can see, all of us here are awake, and also the four of us, Joseph here, Becky here, Mama here, and also my husband is the one holding the camera, is the one taking the video. So guys, that's all we had for you for today. Make sure please you subscribe to my channel. Click that subscribe button on your right hand side and support my channel, and I really appreciate. So guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Say bye, Joseph. Bye. Say bye, Vicky. Bye. Bye. She's smiling. Actually, nowadays she loves, like,